everybody. Can I be heard? I can. Welcome, everybody, to today's stream. We've done kind of a stream like this before. But, you know, spoiler alert, Dogwater Runs is coming back this year, in July, on its own channel now. That is youtube.com/c/Dogwater Runs, I believe. And if you don't know what Dogwater Runs is, it is a charity event that myself and a couple of our friends run every year and we raise money for charity and do our own sort of like GDQ kind of thing, where it's just like a speedrun marathon, but instead of it being this whole organized thing of the best speedrunners that they can get, it's us schmoes and our shit runs. So I decided today would be a good time, especially because we weren't able to do Final Fantasy this week. Instead, I'm gonna do a couple of speed runs, and I hope that you guys will join me for that. So I have here, if it decides to pop up, a wheel. My wheel of speed runs, which I have. Some of them have been omitted. I don't think I put Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories in there, because that would literally take up the entire stream. And I also don't have Sneak King in there, mostly because I don't have my Xbox 360 hooked up at the moment, and I don't feel like digging through totes to find it. So these are the rest of the speedruns that I do. There is Super Punch-Out, there's Ebe, there's, Sonic R, Sonic Adventure DX, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. I think that's all of the... Oh, Pajama Sam is on there. But then there's also one extra space that I thought would be fun, where it is a free space where chat gets to decide what speedrun game I learn next. And you might see me attempt to learn it live on stream. So, without further ado, let's spin the wheel. Alright, so I guess I'm speedrunning Sonic R. Of course, the one that started it all for me is the one that goes first. Alright, let's put you away. And let's get Sonic R up and running. Get Dolphin up. I haven't speedran Sonic R in quite a while. Rigged. Yeah, I know it is rigged. It's like, oh, I want to see you do the one you always do. Even though, as I was about to say, I actually haven't speedran Sonic R in quite a while. A lot of my Sonic R speedruns were actually just fueled by the fact that I was in competition with one of my other friends, where we were literally climbing our way up the ladder to the point where I believe he's 5th place right now and I'm 6th place. Do I have my save states? New computer. No more save states. Alright. So I'm going to have to... Oh. For one thing, maybe I should turn the controller on. Oh. Controller is on. Now work? Do I have to configure my controller? Yeah, it's up to the DualSense. There we go. Alright, now it should work. Hot take, but I don't like doing speedrunning. It's not for everybody. If I'm gonna be real with you. And let's get the game up. Unless you're serious, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making a joke. There's always that 5% chance that you're actually serious. So, you will have to forgive me if I am absolutely dog ass at speedrunning this game. Game's a bit too loud? Okay, I will fix. How's that? Is that better, or is that still too loud? And no, of course I'm not serious. You never know, man. You never know. Maybe it was like Grandma was actively having a heart attack, but I was in the middle of speedrunning a game and I was about to get world record, and then by the time I finished, Grandma was dead. Like, I don't know. Just a teeny bit lower? Okay. When there's actually sound. How's that? Is that much better? Or should I keep going? Yes, better. Okay, cool. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to prepare the speedrun a little bit first. Let me remember. So, because I used to just have it... Okay, weather has to be clear. Difficulty on normal or easy. And that should be fine. Alright. So again, I have not speedrun this game in a very long time, so I might be very, very rusty, but let's see how this goes. So we are doing a 100% speed run of Sonic R. So I have to get all of the medals, which will unlock, and then also beat all of the challenge characters to unlock them. And I also have to get all 7 Chaos Emeralds so that I can unlock Super Sonic and then beat Radiant Emerald. That is the goal of this speed run. So we are going to start in 3, 2, 1. Now let's see if I remember even how to do this. Let's see how much muscle memory it is.
Ready,
Okay, so I remember I go over here, turn around. I'm gonna go back over here and get some rings. Okay, RNG is not on my side. Come on, dude. Dude. Okay. I think that'll be fine. So we're gonna go over here. Oh, man. So this is Chaos Emerald number 1. We already got 2 of the 3 medals. Man, I am really rusty. Honestly, I might reset. Oh man, this sucks so much meaner. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now we have another 50 rings. So now... Alright. So that's Chaos Emerald number 2. There's that one. Gotta get this one. And the last emblem is up here. Okay. So now what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna go up against this wall right here. And we're just gonna mash our face into it for a little while. Come on. God, I'm so rusty. Get in there. Come on. What is this, cement? Oh my god. This is such a resetted run. Let me through. Not like that. Oh my god, what a busted run. Eggman, leave me alone. Oh my god. Let me through. You're kidding. Let me through. Holy shit. I'm just giving up. That was such a garbage run. What even, dude? What even? Yeah, whatever. What even was that, dude? See, this is why you need the practice. What does it say? The ancient technique of pushing your face into the wall until you dominate the art of intangibility. Yeah, basically, right? Alright, let's see if I could do this, but, better? Okay, that's much better RNG this time. Much better. Oh, that's perfect. Alright. Going up here. Jump up. Okay. We're gonna go up here. Open up this gate. Get the Chaos Emerald. We're gonna go over here. Get this Chaos Emerald. Got it. Then we're gonna jump glide. Get the... Oh, I went the wrong way. God damn it, I went the wrong way. Gotta go down here. We were actually meant to go over this way. Get 3. I messed myself up so bad. I see the other one. 3. 4. Okay. Back on track. Come on, Knuckles. Get me through. Let me through. Did they patch the game? What the hell? I used to be so good at getting through this. I'm like debating not speedrunning this game for Dogwater now. Like, let me through, dude. Am I stupid? Am I ugly? Did they patch the game? Like, let me in. Not that way! What do you mean? What's going on here? I've never had this much trouble. Literally, let me in! Now the game froze. This is so ridiculous. Let me in. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. It keeps letting me in the wrong way. In a second, I'm gonna have to go get a fan. I forgot the timer, whatever. Great RNG. Mimi, stop scratching the fucking window. Please and thank you. Give me all the rings. Beautiful. Let's move on. Get that. Get these rings over here. Perfect. I literally just need one ring. Got that one. Got the one ring. Open this up. Stop here. Got the Chaos Emerald. Okay. Beautiful. This way. This way. That's all of the items. Mimi, you're about to get kicked out. This is so stupid. Why isn't it letting me in? Let me in. Let me in? What if I say pretty fucking please? Come on! Did they patch the game? Because, like, Jesus Christ. I've never, even when I first started speedrunning this game, had this much trouble. I'm such a sweaty boy. I'm very sweaty. I apologize for any fan noise you may hear, but I need this for my survival if I am to survive whatever the fuck is going on here. If I can even put this in. Let me in. Thank you. Why is this fan so short? With the power of wind. Alright, good night, Salamander. You're playing the special 1998 edition that patched that glitch? That sounds like a joke, but you know that Nintendo released a second version of Mario 64 in Japan a couple of years after it came out with patches, the BLJ. I did know that. That was the, that was also the one that took out, what is it? So Long Gay Bowser? And now he just says bye-bye, which is also the version they used in 3D All-Stars. Because I also think you can't BLJ in all 3D All-Stars either. Alright. Game, I would appreciate it if you worked with me here. That would be really cool. Just saying. Mimi, I've had enough of you. You garbage. Don't look at me like that, like you're confused. You know what you're doing wrong. It's time for you to say goodbye to the people. Say goodbye. Don't grab the microphone. Ugh. Yep, all of that is true. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Please let me in. Let me in this time. I just want to get one run done. This is like a... Like, on a bad day, this is like a 20-minute run. This should not be taking this long. Semi-good RNG. Very good RNG. Hello. Good enough. Oh my god, I'm too fast. Chaos Emerald 1 obtained. Chaos Emerald number 2 about to be obtained. Oh. On my way to obtain medal number 3. Medal number 4. Medal number 5. Now please, for the love of God. Come on. Am I literally about to retire Sonic R right now? Let me in! Come on! Let me in! Please? Just once? Even entertain the idea? Let me in? I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. I cannot believe that this is going this poorly. I didn't think, like, it's not, this isn't even just me being rusty. I'm actually getting quite good at Reactive Factory again. It's just that the game isn't letting me do the glitch. I jumped. Fuck you. Fuck you. Now you're gonna give me bad RNG? Come on. Anything. Okay. I'll take that. Well, I lost it. So cool. Whatever. Finally! Finally! Jesus Christ. Now we got a run on our hands. And I didn't start the timer. It doesn't matter.
Go!
Oh my god, clean. Absolutely fucking clean. I didn't do the cutscene skip, but oh well. Oh my god. Fuck it, we'll just have the timer going for fun. Whatever. So that's 2 emeralds in the bag. 5 are our first character unlocked, and the most important character unlocked, which is Metal Knuckles, because he is, other than Supersonic, he is the fastest character in the game. So now we're going to go back to the first stage. And we're going to have to hope for good RNG again.
Ready, set, go!
Oh. That's 1. Oh, that's 2. RNG? Yeah, buddy. Boom. Number 3. Yes! Be the strongest. I'm gonna go up here, get the last medal if fucking Eggman will let me. And now we just finished the stage. There's only 1 Chaos Emerald in this stage. Clean, dude! Now we challenge Metal Sonic. Oh, man.
Ready, set, go!
Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Clean. No, I went back in bounds. Did I at least hit the trigger so that I could just beat the stage? No, I did not. Okay. Alright. Put me back in, coach. Let me back in, coach. Let me back in. Let me back in, coach. Let me back in. Please? Don't freeze. I didn't say freeze. I said please. It is the funny song from the creepypasta. Oh, somehow I jumped in. Okay. There we go. That's 3 Chaos Emeralds in the bag. Next is Radical City. If you thought it was cool to see to hear the famous song from the Tails Doll creepypasta, wait till you see who's the boss of this stage.
Ready, set, go!
Alright. We're gonna drop down here. That's gonna be 1. 2 for Chaos Emerald. That's gonna be metal number 2. Go. We're gonna turn here. Ooh. Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. Metal number 3. Alright, we're gonna have to collect some rings. Wow, thank you for giving me 3 speed shoes in a row. Chaos Emerald number 2. We're gonna go down here to get metal number 4. Now you give me rings when I don't need them. And metal number 5. Now we mash. Go. So now we go on over to this pillar over here, and we do our circles. There's the Tails doll. There he is. It's the guy from it's the dude. It's creepypasta boy right there. He's gonna jump out of the TV screen and kill me.
Ready, set, go!
And we're going backwards to do the same thing one more time. No, no, no. Wrong way. Come on. Don't do that. There we go. That's what we want. Don't mind Tails doll on the map there. He's a little drunk. Lap 1. Lap 2. Lap 3. I missed the cutscene skip, but that's okay. Poorly rendered 3D model that the internet says is scary. So that's 5 Chaos Emeralds, just 2 more to go. Oh, fuck. I did something wrong. Motherfucker. I'm not supposed to be Metal Knuckles in this stage. I have to get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
Ready, set, go!
Can't believe I fucked that up. Man, it really has been a while. So first of all, we're gonna go to the options. We're gonna go to game. We're gonna make the weather snow. Then we're gonna go back to the Grand Prix, go to Metal Sonic, Regal Ruin. And that is what we need to be doing.
Ready, set, go!
So we go here, go across here to this little secret passageway. Oop. I'm gonna go this way first. rings? Sure. Gonna go this way now. Jump over to the right now. Okay, this metal right over here. Sharp turn. This is the only one where we like legitimately do all 3 laps during the race. That's 1 Chaos Emerald. Go up here. That's all 5 medals. Go in here. That's the last Chaos Emerald. Now we finish the race. Boom. Now we fight Egg Robo. This skip can either be really annoying or really good. Let's see what it does today.
Ready, set,
So
go.
we're gonna turn around. Up. 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 Nope. Let's try again. Damn it. Come on. 1, 2. Nope. That was actually just my bad. I just did that wrong. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Okay. Now I gotta very carefully navigate. Over to these pillars. And I think it's this pillar right here. No, it's the other one. No, I was right the first time. And that's that. Love that instead of making every character good in their own way, there's just some that are straight up better than others. Yep, that's how Sonic R goes. So that is all 7 Chaos Emeralds, and all the characters unlocked except for Eggman. But we unlock Eggman by beating Radiant Emerald, so it's implied. So now all we have to do is get Super Sonic and play Radiant Emerald, and then we're done with this game. And the nightmare can be over. Ignore the timer. It is not an accurate time. I don't know what the actual accurate time is.
Ready, set,
Can I get RE skip? Attempt number 1 says no. Attempt number 2. Nope. attempt number 3. Nope. And that's time. That was totally not a 14:31. Or else I'm pretty sure I would have world record. Well, that was Sonic R. The nightmare is finally over. It finally let me in. That is all I'm going to have to say about that. Sonic R was one of the, if not the first speedrun I ever learned. So I ran it a lot of times in rivalry with my friend Kevin, which is why I'm so high on the leaderboard. But again, it's been a while, so that means I'm dog ass now. If I were to actually guess what that was probably like 18 minutes. Which is fine for not playing it for a while. I'm pretty much happy any time that I do this and it's under 20 minutes. But yeah, that was our first speedrun done. And hello, Lily, you came in just in time for the end. So, let us spin the wheel one more time. Spin the wheel again, not one more time. It's pretty early on in stream. Let's spin the wheel once more, and let's see what it will give us next. Wow! You're kidding me. The second one? No. Chat must pick a new speed game. Alright, chat. What do you want me to learn to speedrun? What's the call? What are we learning today? I honestly did not think it was going to be the second one. What are the options? A video game. Any video game. Hopefully one I can play right now, but any video game. I will spend as long as I feel like spending on as long as I feel like spending attempting to learn said speedrun. But I will let chat decide. And when we do decide, we will watch a speedrun tutorial if available. If not, then a speedrun. Yes. Any game. I'm gonna hope that I have it, but any game. Luigi's Mansion. Oh, man. I've actually attempted to speedrun that game before. Alright, fuck it. Let's learn Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion sounds good? Okay. Let's see. We're gonna pull up YouTube. Let's go on over. Let's switch what we're seeing here. Let's go over to YouTube. Let's see here. So, a Luigi's Mansion speedrun. Alright, well, first of all, let's go on speedrun.com. Luigi's Mansion. So, what categories are there? There's any %, no out of bounds, which takes about an hour or so. Yeah, basically the first 65 places are like an hour. Then there's any percent, which is like 5 to 10 minutes. And then 100%, which a bunch of these are like an hour and change. And then any percent no out of bounds pal and 100% pal. Kicking King Boo's ghostly ass in record time. Any percent sounds good. I'm gonna go. All right, so let's look at any percent regular and see what that entails. Let's see what they do. So this is by the way, I don't want to just play someone's video and not credit them. This is by Snap, who is the current world record holder for this. So this is going to be a 5-minute and 2-second speed run. Alright, so they're running a Japanese version of the game, but hopefully it's not a Japanese exclusive trick. Okay, so they start the game. So they okay, so that's already interesting. So they start the game, but they don't start the timer until they go into the mansion after the intro cutscene, so that's good to know. So they're in the foyer, and they're going through this sequence, to which it just kind of looks like... It just kind of looks like they're doing it normal. Okay, so they got the key.
Mario.
Doing this room. That's interesting. It seems like they're using the Game Boy Horror to prevent Luigi from getting scared, so that he doesn't freeze up for like a couple of seconds. Interesting strategy. Feels like I would have to know like exactly the timing of when the ghosts pop up. Also, that was cool. He literally sucked them up, and then like the frame the door was open, he opened it and went through it. He barely even saw that light or that room light up. So this is really just a matter of sucking up the ghosts as quickly as possible. Okay. So he's gonna go get the key. Go back the way he came. Interesting that he doesn't use the mirror. I guess the time it takes for you to walk back versus the time it takes for the mirror cutscene to finish is actually shorter. So now we're gonna talk with Egad. He pulled the ghost as he opened the door, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? Wait, how did he do that? He got hurt by the mouse. He's sideways now. He goes through the door. He's in the ceiling. He, like, changes his angle. He's walking up towards in Area 2 now. He's getting hit by bats to change his angle. He drops down, still out of bounds. And now he's at the King Boo fight. Fucking what? How the hell do you do that? I guess we're gonna try to learn. And then the rest of it's just the King Boo fight? Does he do anything special for King Boo, or is it just the normal fight? Let's get past the cutscene. now he's doubling the time that Bowser is stunned. Oh my god. And that's the game. Oh my god. That's... okay. I mean, that is the world record, so we can't be intimidated by how actually impressive that was. Is there a guide to do it? Let's see if there's a guide. Tutorial. So you want to speedrun Luigi's Mansion Tech and Glitches. This is any % no out of bounds tutorial. Oh, any % speedrun explained by Linkus7 Daily, huh? Alright, let's see how difficult this truly is. I didn't know you could do that either, because usually there isn't more than one bomb present.
This is like yours.
All right, let's see.
As a little bonus, Chad, I'm gonna quickly show you all something. I will show you all quickly because it will only take me about 5 minutes. I'm gonna show and explain to you how the any % run is done. If you're curious, by the way. So
I'm sure curious.
I'll give you a little explanation of the any % run, which, if you don't know, is under 10 minutes long. So it's actually a really cool glitch speedrun, and it shouldn't surprise you that this is what I used to run all the time. And actually the category where you would get 10s. So this is the, I have a save file right here for practice purposes. So this is the end of area 1, right? So this is after you have completed the first 3 Quartric Ghosts, and this is the first area boss. So as you beat Chauncey, after you beat Chauncey in this chest box, you can do this glitch to basically get pushed behind this chest, okay?
Okay.
Now, if you get pushed behind this chest, by knocking on this painting and holding up on the analog stick, you can clip through the floor and enter this. This is what's called area 1.5, or floor 1.5. So it's very interesting for...
Okay. So this is the one I'm more familiar with. So this is the one that I'm going to try. Because I know that this is the same principle. So I have to beat Chauncey, and then essentially when the chest is there, don't open it. So he says get behind it and then knock on the painting and hold forward, and that should shoot me up to the ceiling.
One very specific reason. You can see that the area that's loaded visually is area 1. But if I walk to the right, you're going to notice something. I can just walk across here. Why is that? That's because the collision of floor 2 is loaded, but the visuals of floor 1 is loaded. Because I am in between floor 1 and 2. That's why it's called 1.5. So if I walk up here to the right, you can see I get stopped. And if I press A, he tries to open the door that's on floor 2, even though there's nothing here on floor 1. So that's why it's called floor 1.5. Now, he can get through here, but there's still a lot of obstacles in our way, because if we keep walking here to the right, there's this giant wall on floor 2 that just blocks us from going any further. And the objective is to go to the end of the game. Thankfully, this is where one of the major glitches comes in. I introduced to you the world of skews.
The world of skews.
If you are moving the camera, or the flashlight, I should say, as you're getting hit by a bat or a mouse or something, and it hits you from underneath, when you get hit, does it make sense when I say that, like, when Luigi gets hit, he gets angled away? Does that make sense? So, like, imagine if Luigi gets hit here. He does this. Ouch! Makes sense, right? So that means that if he gets hit from underneath, like his foot, he will kind of go, ow, and then get back straight up. But if you are holding the C stick and then release it during the animation of him, like, basically damaging away, he will stay in that angled position, what we call a skew. So I'll show you right now. So you see right now, we have a skew, right? Now, why is this important? That's because here is a wall that I can't get over. Oh, I got unlucky. Here's a wall I can't get over because it is a wall on the next floor. But if you get a skew, then you can use it to clip over the invisible wall. So I can go like this, and bam, I clipped over.
Whoa!
Now, I have to be careful because certain animation makes Luigi clip back into bounds. So if he gets scared at all by any of these enemies, he will clip back into bounds. So you have to be very careful in how you're turning the flashlight around to make sure no enemies spawn to scare you. Once you get past this, I have to do another skew, and this one has to be a bigger angle. I don't think this is enough, I'll see. So you do it with the vacuum. And then by going into this corner and doing this, yeah, it's not a strong enough skew. What the idea is here is to have a really big skew so that Luigi is angled a lot, just like this. I got unlucky and clipped back into bounds. You can actually see it really easily, though. This is the angle. So by having these very, very big sort of angles, you can continuously go above floors that are around.
So it's like
And
just moving the C stick?
A very big angle and reach the very end of that corridor. So let me quickly just do this. Let me just go back to where I were.
Alright, so he's going back to where he was. We're getting hungry for McDonald's. Okay, so that's a big skew.
Strong enough skew.
Not enough. All right.
Come on, dude. I know it's been a while since I ran. Oh yeah, this is a very difficult category. If you look at the
this is very difficult, huh?
To this day, after this glitch has been known now for about like 10 years almost, there is only 50 runs in the leaderboard. For context, the out of bounds category has 665 runs. Because it is very difficult to get these glitches down. This skew should be good enough. Anyways, so okay, you go into this corner and then you do this. So now I am in between the corridor and this room. So now what my objective is to cause Luigi to fall in between these two walls and get angled to the right as I fall. So the way you do that is by standing in this corner, going to normal camera, holding up right, and then you press A, and then 1 frame later you enter first person camera. If you do that correctly, you will drop into this pillar, and this is the pillar where the last part of the game is. But there's still one more issue, even though we made it here now, which is this. Here is a giant cutscene trigger for King Boo. And if you hit this, you get teleported back to the main menu, because I don't have 40 boos. But if you go too far out of bounds, when there is no collision, Luigi will get soft locked. And the area in which you can walk without activating
this
the
seems
trigger
so
and
crazy.
Soft lock is very,
so you
very
gotta
small.
angle Luigi in a way that he
if I
can
fail
basically
something,
slip
you do this
between
part,
walls.
because it has
Yeah.
been so long since I did this. I'm gonna do the pause buffer strat to try and make it somewhat more consistent, but it's still very hard. So I'm gonna go out of bounds right here, and I'm gonna slowly walk up. And bam. So
That
by
looks
walking carefully out of
so
bounds right there,
insane.
without getting soft lock and without hitting the boot trigger, I just barely squeezed through to make it all the way here.
That looks
And then you
so
can just run up
insane.
because there's no more checks to make sure you didn't skip anything, and you can just beat Boo. Meaning that you only have to do two portrait goes.
That's insane. Okay. I guess we'll try it. I don't know how successful we're gonna be, but I'll give it a go. Let's give it a go. And after that, you just gotta beat King Boo, yeah. So I guess what I'll do for now is I'll... Come on. Get up to the point where I can actually start the speedrun, technically. In fact, we gotta go over the speedrun page. Hold on. There we go. So let's get to the point where we actually start the speedrun. Wah, 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 wah. King Boo turns around and is like, wait, how the fuck did you get in here so quickly? I literally you haven't even freed the Boos yet. What do you mean you're gonna defeat me? Man, Dolphin is so unstable. I don't know what its problem is. Wow! Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, yeah, what? Hold on. My bad. I just noticed that you can't see the game. There we go. Hold on. There we go. Alright, so we gotta go do the training real quick. Follow me, post haste. Alright, let's go through training. Can we get Plum Astounding? Whoops. Which button's which? Come here. Well, I'm certainly not going to be Plum Astounding. Get in my vacuum! How many did I get? Yowzer, 8 ghosts. Get those ghouls, Luigi. That's probably why this timer doesn't start until you can access Zone 1, because the tutorial sucks ass. Yeah, no speedrunner wants to do the tutorial every time. Alright, so let's do it. I'm gonna start the timer. This is in no way a serious speed run. But fuck it, let's see how long it takes me to learn it. If I even finish learning it. Kabam. I have to really fix this issue before Dogwater starts, because this is ridiculous. Alright. Fuck you, Toad. You're lame. Got the candles. Was it you, Mr. Lime Green? Blue hair. Now you're in for a blugger. Just like your little red cap before you. May you wander lost in darkness forever. Are you afraid of the dark, little man? Are you, huh? Who's left? Come on, dude. Fucking Dolphin used to never be this bad for me. I don't know what its fucking issue is. Aw, you wiener, schneener, neener, neener. Come on, Luigi. It's not that high fidelity of a game. I don't know what your problem is. Ah, you suck, my wiener schnitz. Ow. Get in my vacuum. Okay, so things are just normal. This is like the first GameCube game ever. Why is it so laggy on the emulator? I don't know, man. Dolphin's been giving me so many problems, and I'm trying to look up solutions, but nothing has worked so far. I'm gonna have to, like, really look into this. Like, it's every room, dude. We gotta get Neville. This key. I was in this room already. Luigi's Mansion is not a high fidelity game. Come on. You're just doing it for fun now. Get in my vacuum. Get inside. Please and thank you. Saw that coming. High fidelity? Yeah, it's not a high graphic game. I don't know why it keeps freezing. Like, it plays Mario Sunshine and Mario Clips fine. I don't know what its deal is. Wanna play with me? Stop pushing me. You gave me an alley. What the fuck? That's it. I'm gonna goo goo gaga until you die. How many tabs do I have open? Not many. 3? I've had more open while playing Mario Eclipse, and it's fine. I don't know. I think it's the emulator, because even like sometimes Mario Eclipse does freeze, just not as much as this. I have to figure out like what what the issue is. Maybe because it's playing the games off of a hard drive? I don't know. And not off of like the computer itself. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a tech person either. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. I'm gonna try to figure it out before Dogwater. Yep. One more. Wah, wah. Wah, wah. Come here. Please and thank you. Look at Luigi's fucking Squidward nose in this freeze frame. When's Dogwater? Dogwater should be in July. I still have to make the trailer for it. But yeah, I believe Dogwater's in July. Oh, I was behind it too! Alright, so now I have to do the method of, like, pushing myself in. So maybe that'll do it. Nope. I'll move this a little closer. Come on. Hopefully that'll do it. No. No, come on. This is already frustrating. Didn't even do the... Get in my vacuum! Let me through? Let me out. First it was let me in, now it's let me out.
Mario!
Come on. Wait a minute. Okay. I was gonna be like, am I just not allowed out? There we... Oh, I had it! I had it! It's so easy to slip out. Come on. Huh? This is the most stubborn ball of all time. I had it too. Maybe. Oh. Okay. Are you kidding me? Just let me behind the chest. Huh. Nope. That's too far. Jesus Christ. can't even get in the wall, let alone clip out of it. Let me out. Push me behind. Jesus Christmas. Ah! Please? I had it. That's the thing that pains me, is that I had it. Maybe. Oh, so close. He did it so easily. I don't get it. I have a question. How legal is emulation? It depends. I'm about to give up on this trick right now. How long have I been at this? Like 20 minutes? And I'm not even in the wall yet? No. Get over here. I want you over here. Christmas, he made it look so easy. I did it. I did it. All right. I'm going to save state here. Excuse me. Okay. So it just says to do this. Oh! I'm up! I did it! Okay. So the next step is 90% of the gamblers give up right before they succeed. Don't tell a gambler that. Whoops. How do I do the... Okay. Maybe like this. I think I have to be in sidestep mode, maybe. Ooh, I did the skew. Not enough, but I did it. Okay. Ah. How do I do it? Like, I see I have a slight skew, but not like a good one. Whoa! I'm in bounds now. But I have a skew though. Alright, let's load up our save state then.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
There we go. I just don't get how to do the skew. I can't seem to angle myself. I think you gotta release the joystick the moment you get hit. Okay. Eventually he'll get through.
Oh.
I really gotta get the skew down.
Oh.
Yeah, this is certainly very hard.
Oh.
But I mean, we're in the wall. That's a step. So let's see.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Mario. Wow.
Ah! That's what he meant by don't get scared. Okay, so now I know that's there. Yeah, I don't know. Remember to use the Game Boy Horror to avoid jump scares. That is a good idea. Let me consult the video again. Or maybe I could look up skew tutorial. Like, how exactly do you do it?
What's
Oh,
the
here's
matter,
one with
Mike?
a
Gage is
input
saying, "Ain't no way I'm
display
making this flight."
Oh, you're making this flight.
by
My way-
Saria 100 Speedruns. I know you won't be able to see it, but I just want to know.
So now you won't get scared. So for the first cue here, what you want to do is your goal is to have the bats hit the nose of your right shoe. So if you look at Luigi's feet, he has a right shoe and a left shoe. If he hits your left shoe, it probably won't work. If he hits a different part of your right shoe, it might work. But the nose is usually the most consistent. The nose is the front part of it that is facing more towards the controls. So, yeah, I'll show you how to have that happen. So there, it didn't hit the nose exactly, but it did hit it. I would have had it if if you take too long to move like I did there, he might get back to position, and if you move too soon, he might get back to position. So you need to wait a little bit after getting hit. It is, once you get down, it's pretty easy, but
How did he do it?
mess up, you want to try to go for this go right here. Those exactly, but it did hit it. I would have had it if I moved quick enough. So yeah, that's what you first want to do. By the way, if you mess up, you want to try to go for this go right here and come back out. So yeah, once you get hit, if you take too long to move like I did there, he might get back to position, and if you move too soon, he might get back to position and come back out.
I need to watch the...
So yeah, once you get hit, if you take too long to move like I did there, he might get back to position, and if you move too soon, he might get back to position. So you need to.
It didn't show what he pressed.
So yeah, once you get hit, if you take too long to move like I did there, he might get back to position, and if you move too soon, he might get back to position. So you need to wait a little bit after getting hit. It is, once you get down, it's pretty easy, but you might have a little bit trouble with it at first, and you'll just use your skew to remedy it. But once you have this skew right here, you want to get in this top right corner.
He didn't press anything. He didn't press anything. Well, at least he gave me this useful hint. That if I fuck up, I could just go up here. He did have an input display, that's the thing. Okay, so is the game freezing because I soft locked it? No. Okay. Alright. I thought I had it. This is so tough. How do people do this? Oh, I feel myself just... That was it, though, right? I don't know, man. I thought I had it. Like, he just corrects himself. Well, I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna say... I'm gonna call that an attempt. Because, my god, that is rough. That is a rough thing to try to learn. I will keep trying. Probably off stream. But, like, Jesus. It's almost like the game doesn't want me to do it. Alright. Well, while we're here, let's spin the wheel. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. Okay. So now we're going to move on to an entirely different emulator. Let me get my notes up. That's right, I have notes for this one. Alrighty. Let me get the game up. I know this is a bit more of a loosey-goosey stream than we usually do, but I still hope you guys are enjoying it. Multi-world. That's the name of the folder I have the totally real Game Boy in. Okay. Where's Yu-Gi-Oh? Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. Now let's get it up on screen. That should be it. Let's make that a little bit bigger. Alright. So this will be Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. So this, for those of you who are Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans, this is a game based off of the Battle City arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! Hold on, my controller is not working. Up, down, left, right, start, select, B, A, left trigger, right trigger, power. I don't know what that is. There we go. Alright, so yeah, this is going to be the Battle City arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, damn, I left to watch a tutorial on how to do the skew, but I guess it's too late now. I mean, I might have been watching the same tutorial. I'll keep working on it, I promise you. And I will post progress into the Discord after this. But I just kind of wanted to move on just for pacing of the stream. But for right now, we are doing Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. 3, 2, 1, and go. I said, and go. Yes, my name will be A. So this is not just a card game, but also kind of an RPG. Oh, shit. Oh man, it's on silent. Fuck me. No! Now I have to look it up and go through this cutscene at the same time. New Age Retro Hippie. Oh, fuck me. Losing frames because of 930. No, I didn't want you to type all of that. New Age Retro Hippie. It's a good thing this is like Cutscene City. I'll keep trying to do the dance. It's 9:30, everybody. Can we get a 9:30 in chat? Okay. Back to the speedrun. So the first thing we have to do, so Kaiba was saying that we were doing the Battle City tournament hosted by Kaiba Corp. So now we have to talk to all the important people in Yu-Gi-Oh! And challenge them to duels. But they're not going to duel us just yet because the tournament hasn't started yet. So there's really no point. So essentially, the goal of the tournament is to obtain 7 locator cards in order to find the location of the Battle City Finals. Now that we've talked to everybody, the tournament has officially begun. We're going to get a little bit of a quote from every important character in the game. Starting with Joey, Yugi, Rex Raptor. Oh, hey, comic fan. We're speedrunning Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. Oh, there's Weevil. My Valentine. I think the only one who doesn't pop up is Mako. There's Kaiba. Kaiba being like, I'm going to win my own tournament. So the first thing we have to do is actually challenge this random guy to a duel and win. Because he actually activates an event for us that'll allow us to get to the next part of the game. I'm going to end our turn. This guy's pretty weak, so you can basically summon anything, and you'll probably have a stronger monster than him. Alright, so we're gonna sacrifice to summon this guy, just to get his life points down more. Okay. We're gonna sacrifice him to get Thunder Escargot out, just to get a little bit more of a leg up in this duel. Okay, we're gonna put in Wandering Doomed. Come on. 2,000 life points left, so next turn should be game. And that's game. Is there time to aura farm? I feel like it is essential to anime characters to do. Oh yes, of course. We have to do it. So he's telling us about a creepy rumor at the card shop, which means that we now are going to the card shop. This is expected to be like your 3rd duel, by the way, but we can make it like our 2nd. So this is Pandora. He is the first rare hunter in the game that we are going to face. Who is a rare hunter? We'll say it after this duel. So he leads us to the basement where he locks us up And he's like, hey, if you lose, the saw blades are going to cut your feet off and you'll die. So you better win. Thankfully, Pandora is also pretty weak. So we don't really have anything to worry about with him. We're going to summon him, attack, get his life points down by 900, and we're going to activate Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw up to 2 cards. And then we're going to end the turn. Alright, now we're going to sacrifice Mecalion to summon Saber Slasher, attack with Dharma Cannon, and Kablamzos. Okay, so we're going to summon Penguin Soldier and just keep attacking. Oh, that one had a type advantage. That's really funny. So, unlike the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game, this game employs a type advantage type system, where if you have an advantaged type, it'll beat any monster of the disadvantage no matter how many attack points it has. This will only really work against us in this speedrun, not for us, so that's going to be real fun. Next turn is game. Alright, so we win against Pandora. The Saw Blade starts going towards him, but we save him. But bam! That's what a rare hunter is. It's a gang that's possessed by Marek. Anyway, he is dead. So now we have our villain, Marek Eshtar. But first, we're going to input a bunch of passwords. 980252229. So that gives us increased deck capacity. 413 56845 2 3 549 12977. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 3. Oop. 1. 2. 3. 1. 2. 3. 1 5 3 6 1 1 3 0 1. 2. 3. 1. 2. 3. 1. 2. 3. And one more code. 1-837-647-1-8. Boom. So now we're going to talk to the shopkeep. Now we're going to buy the cards that we just put in all of those for. So we're going to need Hourglass of Life. We're gonna need torrential tribute. Torrential tribute. We're gonna need ancient lamp. Where's ancient lamp? There you are. We're gonna need talons of Shurlane, which is right here. We're gonna need Monster Reborn. We're gonna need Widespread Ruin, Acid Trap Hole, and Invisible Wire. And that should be everything that we need. You cannot help me with anything else. Now we're going to open up our deck edit. We're gonna go to our trunk, search by summon. We're going to remove Saber Slasher. We're gonna remove Dharma Cannon, Bone Mouse, Wandering Doom, Pot the Trick, Hero Shadow, Last Warrior, Spear Cretin, put in 3 Talons of Shurlane, add Flame Viper, add Flame Dancer, get rid of Fungi of the Musk, Gale Dogra, get out, Milos Radiant, Griggle, Abyss Flower, Hane we add, Swordsman from a foreign land we get rid of, Muka get out, Sandstone get out, Morphing Jar get out, Queen's Double out, Zone Eater gets out, White Dolphin out, Sinister Serpent get out, Micalian gets out, Frog the Jam, Penguin Soldier, add 3 of these, 3 of these, 3 of these, Monster Reborn add, Torrential Tribute add 3, Search by Summon again, we're gonna add Key Mace, and Unhappy Maiden. And 3 Hourglasses of Life. What am I missing here? What did I fuck up? Oh, Magician of Faith I need to. Okay, cool. Alright. So that is that. So now we're going to get some locator cards. I will read your message soon. So I have to duel this dude. Next time I'm in a long cutscene, I will read your message because I am trying to focus on the speedrun. So you're going to find out that these traps are very useful. So I'm going to use the effect for Hourglass of Life to power him up at the cost of 1,000 life points. I'm not getting really good RNG right now. Give me a monster. Pot of Greed, give me a monster. No monsters. Wow. Alright. So cool. So I'm going to wait until the game decides to give me a monster card to use. It gave me Unhappy Maiden, which is fine. So if they try to attack Unhappy Maiden, you'll see what happens. They didn't try to attack Unhappy Maiden. Which means this is probably a Fiend, which I can defeat because of type advantage. Alright, so now we're cooking with flames. So I'm drawing basically anything but a monster card right now, which kind of blows chunks. But it's kind of working out, because all they're summoning are fiends. So that means any light monster that I have is just automatically going to defeat them. What? I'm trying to just get more life points down. A Talons of Shurlane, thank God. I'll sacrifice you, because the light monster is good to have on the field. And that should be game. Alright. So now that we defeated one of Bones' goons, he will agree to duel us. So Bones is going to have our first locator card. your little brother falls down the stairs. You fell for my trap card. So I will use Hane Hane. That's what chat said. I don't know, man. So these will automatically get rid of those cards. That is the advantage. So now we're going to use Morinfen to get some damage in. And unless he summons a, unless he summons, like, a Pumpkin of Ghosts, like, I'm pretty much set. Which he needs, I think, 1 sacrifice for, so he's pretty boned. Hourglass of Life, so I can power up my monsters. And hopefully that means that next turn is game. It certainly is. So that's Bones taken down. So that's my first locator card. And we're going to immediately go get our second locator card from the Esperoba brothers. So we gotta fight both brothers before we can actually duel Esperoba. I'm gonna use Pot of Greed to see if I can get any other monster. I'll use Witch's Apprentice's effect. Power-ups all dark monsters on the field, which will give it itself like 1,000 attack points. So we're gonna further power them up by using Hourglass of Life. So now it's a 1,500 monster, which is pretty good for this part of the game. I'll use a Monster Reborn. That was not useful, but it might trigger a trap, so that's not the end of the world. But I'll also use it to just whittle down some life points. And we go to the next turn. Trap activated. Jinzo number 7 gone. We're going to use it to get a Talons of Shurlane, and this is going to be game. For definite. So that is the first Esperoba brother taken down. So he's going to cry for his big brother. This one has a baby attached to his back. That's how you know he's different. Alright, we're going to put down our trap cards. I'll activate Mulian Curry, just get myself some more life points. And then summon Little Chimera. Alright, he didn't do anything against that, so I'm just going to summon my Talons. Okay, I didn't get another monster, so that's unfortunate. Come on, give me a monster I can summon. Oh my god. The RNG. The RNG. Give me a monster. Trap cards are fine, but monsters. Please, thank you. Now we can start doing damage. More monsters, more monsters. Not the max damage I could have done, but oh well. Oh wow. Can't even take down this one? Wow, Dancing Elf, you are weak. Next turn is game. Hilarious. You played yourself. Alright, now we're gonna fight the actual Esperoba. He's gonna call for his big brother. The psychic duelist himself, Esperoba. The only thing we have to be careful with him for is that he can actually summon Jinzo. And summoning Jinzo is not a good thing. Because Jinzo has 2,400 attack points, which is actually stronger than our Talons. So we're going to summon Magician of Faith just to... Or, Unhappy Maiden to... Okay. Didn't lure him out. But we will sacrifice it to get Talons. And then next turn I'll do Hourglass of Life. So he was attacking with Jinzo number 7 because Jinzo number 7 actually has type advantage over Talons. And we're going to find that a lot of monsters that we are going to fight are going to have a type advantage over Talons. So that is why we're going to be putting a new card in our deck later that's going to make things much easier. I know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh, so nothing is making sense to me. I mean, you just gotta get the life points down to 0, right? So that is our second locator card. We need 5 locator cards, I believe. So now we're about to go get our third with Rex Raptor. So we couldn't duel Rex Raptor until he deemed us good enough. So he's being a little bitch, and he gave himself 400 extra life points. Lame. He used Pot of Greed. So I'm actually going to do a strategic move, and I'm going to leave it alone so that he can do Torrential Tribute, because that gets rid of all monsters, so that I don't have to waste 2 trap cards. So now I'm going to sacrifice Flame Dancer for Talons and attack directly. I'm gonna put down Flame Viper as bait. The bait was too strong, apparently. And we're gonna attack with Talons. So sad. Any other monsters? Oh, sacrifice for Bolt Escargot. And then next turn is game. That's hilarious. Oh, did he have a type advantage over Bolt Escargot? That's crazy. Oh, yeah, I guess because he's Earth, and I think Earth is strong against Lightning. So that's locator card number 3. So now that we have 3 locator cards, we're going to go to Yugi's grandpa's shop. We're going to talk with Yugi. So that he likes to know where we're at. And now we're going to go up, over, and now we can have access to the park. Which, in the park, we have to duel all 3 of Weevil's lackeys before he will want to duel us. And this is going to be for locator card number 4. So we're going to start with Hourglass of Life, and we're going to power him up to 1200. Putting both of his cards in defense mode. I'm going to summon Doron, who has the effect of being able to clone himself. Kill Little Chimera. Looks like we are strong enough. I'm going to goad him out with one of the Unhappy Maidens, so that I'll activate my trap card and defeat whatever monster he puts out. Except it won't. So I'm going to assume it's a Dark type, or a Fiend type, yeah. Alright, so Key Mace comes out. Doron attacks for 900 each. And then a 1200 for Hourglass of Life. This time he activated my trap, so now his monster goes away. And we're just going to attack for full direct damage. And it's going to be exactly 0 life points. That's crazy. Alright, so that's lackey number 1 done. Lackey number 2. Fuck. Alright, so we're gonna put down Magician of Faith in defense. We did not get luck of the draw on this one. This kind of sucks. Alright. This really sucks. I either need a Dark Hole or a Torrential Tribute. Or a strong monster. Dark Hole works. But unfortunately, I have nothing to summon. Doron is going to allow us to stay alive for at least another turn. If I could get one of my fire monsters, that would be legendary. Alright, this will work. So Hourglass of Life will power up, along with Doron, which I can use to defeat the Winged Cleaver. I was in trouble there for a second. But now I can start sacrificing for talons, and attack with both. Okay, we're back in control now. Flame Dancer is more than likely going to have a type advantage because it's fire in a forest. So we're going to do that to our advantage so that we can potentially get a second talons out. But we won't. Well, we will. We can. Get a second one out. And next turn is game. No matter what. So is Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of Pokemon? In this version. So in the actual TCG, there's no type advantage. In this particular Game Boy game, there is. Alright, so we're gonna put down Doron, clone him, and then next turn we'll be able to have a Talons out. Oh, damn. They're going easy on us. Alright. Acid Trap Hole. Activated. We're going to put out Magician of Faith to get a little bit of extra damage out. And end the turn. Probably going to activate the other trap. What do you put down? Flame Viper, just to get a little bit more out. And that's going to be game. Alright, so that is Lackey number 3 down. And now we're going to go fight Weevil for locator card number 4. Okay, we're going to put down Mask of Darkness. Cool. Put you down, sacrifice for Talons. Infinite Dismissal makes it so that I can't attack. So we're just going to wait till next turn. I'm going to keep putting down our traps. Put down Skelangel. We're going to play it safe, which was a good idea. And get him for 900. No attack, huh? We're going to put down Pot of Greed just to see what else we can get. Another trap. Sacrifice for Talons. Alright, now we're cooking with fire. We're going to power them up. And this is going to be game. And that's Weevil, and locator card number 4 of 5. Alright, so now we're going to edit our deck again. We're going to go take out the flame dudes. Go by name, and Ancient Lamp goes in our deck. And that is going to be our deck for the rest of the game. So now we're going to go back to Clock Tower Square. We're going to go down and talk to Nobu over here. And now that we know Nobu exists, that triggers more locations to appear. So now we're going to go to the bridge, where we're going to witness Kaiba defeating another duelist with his Blue Eyes White Dragon. He's going to look at us and say that we're weak. And we're going to go in here, up here, and we're going to be fighting Strings. Alright. Toadmaster will summon Frog the Jam as well. I'm going to put these two down. And that should be fine. Oh, this sucks. Thankfully... Okay. Thankfully, he wasn't able to summon Slifer, which was a huge possibility just there. Okay. I'm gonna put down Scoundrel, attack, revival jam. See if I can take out this guy, which I can thanks to type advantage. Okay. Things are getting a bit more under control. Alright, the beginning of that duel was actually monumentously scary because he had 4 monsters on his field, which means he could have very easily summoned Slifer. Sacrifice for Bolt Escargot. Next turn is going to be the game. Alright, Strings is defeated, which is yet another person taken over by Marek. We ask him what he's doing. He's going to be like, I want to collect rare cards and defeat, get all the whatever, the ultimate cards, what have you, and die. So now, we've had 2 encounters with Marek. We're going to go over to the building, because in there is Joey, who's going to realize that we're way ahead of him, so he's going to leave the arcade so that he can actually get more locator cards. And then we're going to go on over to the aquarium, and we're going to duel everyone in the aquarium. We're going to duel this girl, put down Hourglass of Life, power it up to 1200, activate the trap card, put down Talons and another trap card, attack for 2100. Basically, the main strategy of this game, if you couldn't tell by now, is that we try our best to make it so he literally just cannot have a monster on the field. But unfortunately, I'm not getting any monster draws that I can summon. Still no. Any monster would be useful. Thank you, thank you. Put down Doron. And then next turn, we'll be able to do some good damage. Put down another trap, sacrifice for Talons. And now we're going to do 4,200 damage. Next turn's going to be the end. Wow, alright. That's game. So now she's gonna get upset and tell her boyfriend to beat us up. So we're gonna go beat up her boyfriend. Alright, we're gonna put down Hourglass. Actually didn't get any of our trap cards. Gonna put down the other Hourglass, power us up again. Now I have a 1700 Hourglass. Where's my fucking Ancient Lamp, dude? I haven't gotten it yet. Ikaboon. Damn it. He used my strategy. What an asshole. Aw, man. Aqua Snake. Any strong monster will do. Not really getting any good luck in this duel. Alright, I can get a Talons. Key Maze. She will get killed next turn. That's okay, because now I can use him as bait. Boom. Chip damage to death. So that's the boyfriend done. Now we're going to watch Joey lose to Mako. Fight this kid. Finally, my Ancient Lamp. Ancient Lamp gives me a free Legend. That's fine. Legend is strong as hell. We're gonna put down Hourglass of Life. Power up Legend. Fucking finally. I was like, when am I gonna get an Ancient Lamp? Torrential Tribute. Sacrifice for Talons. Gonna put down Unhappy Maiden as bait. And give us an easy victory next turn. Since the Game Boy game, they probably added the type system to compete with Pokemon. It's possible. It's also just the first couple games that Yu-Gi-Oh had throughout the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. They just didn't have like the official rule set for the card game yet, so they just kind of made stuff up. So Joey's actually really easy because even though we're playing in a water field, he doesn't really have anything compatible with said field. I'm gonna put that down for next turn. So I actually powered up Legend even more. Go on. Okay. He gave up. And that's game for Joey. Alright. Accidentally talked to him one too many times. So now we're gonna duel with Mako to get our final locator card. Sacrifice for Bolt Escargot. We're gonna put down our second Hourglass of Light. Actually, first, I'm gonna use Monster Reborn to take one of his cards, then activate Hourglass of Life so I can power them both up. That's the big brain maneuver. And we continue on. I'm gonna try to bait him with Hane Hane. And next turn should be game. Aw, yeah. And that's game. That's our final locator card. Alright. So now we're going to leave here. We're going to go to the clock tower again. Go back to Yugi's shop. And Yugi's going to tell us that Joey was starting to act weird and has taken Taya with him. Talking to Yugi, we'll see that now the world is invaded by the Rare Hunters. And that they kidnapped Joey and Taya. So now we have to save them. Yugi's gonna leave with us to go look for some clues as to where Joey and Taya went. And now what we have to do is we have to duel one rare hunter in each area. Thankfully, the rare hunters are not that hard. We're gonna put down our traps. We're gonna put down our ancient lamp so we can get La Jin and beat the crap out of him. Because not only is Legend a really strong card, it's also strong in these environments. In the dark environment, which every rare hunter in the game uses. So it makes it a lot easier. put this down as a trap. Or actually, I could just win right now. So that's the Rare Hunter and Clock Tower. Alright. There's actually multiple Rare Hunters per area, but this is the only one where it requires you... But it only requires you to beat one Rare Hunter per area. So now we're going to do the one in the Art Museum. Same strat. Get a Legin out. And just do our best. Put this out as bait. And attack. Dark Hole, that sucks. Good monster? Mask of Darkness is okay. Okay. More traps. I guess I'll put Magician of Faith down as a bait, except she's not, because she's strong against fiends. So now we're gonna chip them down, I guess. Another Ancient Lamp, we love to see it. And now let's finish off this duel. This should be game. Or not. I forgot that I can't attack with the Ancient Lamp because I used the effect. Now it's game. Alright, Art Museum Ghoul done. Alright, so now we're gonna go to... Nope, not the park yet. We're not ready for the park yet. The bridge. Okay. I will put down Hourglass of Life and power it up. He used Dark Hole because he hates me. Ancient Lamp because the game loves me again. Attack directly with Lajin. And end my turn. So never mind. I am going to be... Actually, I'm going to be smart about this. I'm going to put down Key Mace. And then attack directly with both of them. Because there's a chance that they might not attack. So I will sacrifice Key Mace for Talons. But the reason why I didn't want to do it right away is because I wanted a trap card to be able to be out, because they are very likely to be able to type advantage Talons, so he will just die immediately. So he's done. Go into the aquarium to get this Rare Hunter. I keep swapping between Rare Hunter and Ghoul. Technically, both are correct. Womp, womp, womp. Put you down. It's a fiend, so it'll do type advantage. Next turn. Sacrifice to summon Marinfen. And we're just going to be at a stalemate for a while until I drew the Ancient Lamp, and now we're goated. Honestly, next turn might be game, or the turn after. Next turn. For definite. And that's what I thought. Bye-bye! Alright, so now we're ready for the park. Because the park has a very special Rare Hunter. We're gonna ignore this one and fight the one that matters. Bandit Keith. At least they get their own battle theme. They sure do. So only monsters can deal damage to the enemy, and trap cards are like spells/tricks. So spell and trap cards are usually like tricks. There are spell and trap cards that can deal damage, but mostly you'll be doing them with monsters, yes. I'm gonna put down Pot of Greed, just to see what we get. Okay, that works. So I'm gonna summon Lejin. Let him do what he wants to do. He tried to get me with Ryukishin powered, but I didn't let him. In fact, now it's mine. And then I'm gonna put down Hourglass of Life to power them all up. Infinite Dismissal likes to fuck me over, but that's fine. And we're just gonna attack with everything we got, and next turn should be game. Or not. Hold on. Next turn should be game. Oh yeah, definitely. I win. Bandit Keith was nothing. We ask him where our friends are. He's like, you'll never find me. Ha 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 ha. Alright, so now that we fought all the rare hunters, we're gonna go back to the clock tower. We're gonna go see if Yugi found any evidence. Tristan has a good lead, along with My Valentine, where they find out that Kaiba has a tracking device on every dual disc right now. So if anyone knows where Joey is, it's Kaiba. So now we have to go find Kaiba. So where's the first place we're gonna look for Kaiba? Obviously, his company. We're gonna go duel his security guard so that he can give us the information we want. And this guy, I believe, is not that hard. I may stand corrected. Especially if I don't draw well. There's Monster Reborn. And I'll also put you down as bait. You suck. Alright, next turn. That's what I thought. Another trap card. Just kind of chip them down. Game's not giving me that good of cards. Never mind. As soon as I say it every time, it gives me a Lejin. And that's gonna be game. Alright, so upon defeating the security guard, he tells us that he doesn't know where Kaiba is, but he knows where Mokuba is. And Mokuba should be at the arcade. But of course, knowing Mokuba, there's one thing Mokuba is really good at doing, and that is being kidnapped.
Are you done?
Almost. This is probably gonna be the last game. So now we have to save Mokuba from these two duelists named Loomis and Umbra. They actually ask us which one of them that we want to duel. It does not matter which one, they both are the same. I don't know why they give you the choice. They are literally the same duelist. Not good odds to start with, but we'll make do. Still not good to start with, but we will make do. Okay. Now we're cooking with oil. And we're gonna do max damage. Trap is activated. Hopefully we can get... Nope. Alright. Well... Get it going. And that's gonna be game. Alright, so we beat both of the duelists because I duel one duelist, Yugi duels the other. Why is he wearing a USA flag? Because he's American. His name is Bandit Steve Keith. He is the champion, the duelist champion of America. Alright, so they both died. So now we're gonna go talk to Mokuba about where his brother is. And his brother's like, he's probably at the fucking art museum, dude. You should go there. Alright, so now that we know where Kaiba is, we're gonna leave this building, go to the art museum, and Kaiba's gonna tell us where Joey is. So now we leave, and we're going to the pier, where we're going to be fighting Bandit Keith once again. While Yugi duels every other rare hunter that also showed up. Summon Lejin. Next turn. Invisible Wire does its job. I'm gonna get Doron out just so that I have more monsters. Infinite Dismissal makes me want to die. But it's fine. It's just a stalling tactic. Okay. I'm going to put out Witch's Apprentice and power up the shadow monsters on my side of the field. These guys are going to kill each other. And I'm going to attack with all of my might. Next turn. Had a feeling you were going down. So now I will put out Unhappy Maiden, type advantage him out, and beat Bandit Keith. Alright, well now Marek is showing that he took control of Bandit Keith, and he's dead. And now we're gonna see where Joey and Taya have been all this time. And oh no, Joey's looking a little, evil right now. And Taya's looking a bit under mind control. Yup. Marek has taken control of Joey's body and Taya's. And now they're threatening us that if we duel him, if we lose, we get dragged underwater. If we win, Joey gets dragged underwater. And if we refuse to duel, Taya goes underwater. Either way, someone drowns. So Yugi lost to Joey. So we jump in to save him. And now we're going to take our turn. Alright, Joey, it's time for you to lose again. So I'm going to summon Hourglass of Life, power myself up. He activates Tremendous Fire, which just does damage. I will attack. I'll actually sacrifice for Marin Fen. Attack Rock Ogre. Use Monster Reborn to give Rock Ogre to me. And then attack directly. Next turn. Spark. So he's just inflicting damage to me through spells, which is cowardly at best. I'm going to summon Unhappy Maiden as a bait and attack directly. He just keeps inflicting those life points, man. I'm going to put down Hane Hane just for a little bit of extra oomph, even put you in defense mode, and then attack with all I got. And then hopefully next turn I can finish this. He used Salamandra, which kind of sucks. But that's fine. I don't think I'm going to win. Oh, no, I win. I was going to say, I don't think I was going to win this turn, but next turn. But no, I was able to squeak it out. Alright, so now that Joey lost, that means that he's going to throw Joey in the water. Except, through the power of friendship, Joey breaks out of the mind control of Marek. How could this be possible? Through the power of friendship. So, now we learn that Yugi and I both have all of the locator cards that we need, but Joey still needs one more. So we're gonna go wait until he gets his final locator card, and in the meantime, we're gonna go to the art museum to meet a very special someone. Ishizu Ishtar, Marek's sister. And essentially what she's gonna do right now is she's going to give us all the exposition. Alright, so I'm gonna put these two down, and you, and end my turn. Oh. Type advantage? I guess so. She has a light deck, it seems. Okay. Now we're going to use Monster Reborn to get one of her monsters. Sacrifice Doron to get Marinifen. And just start swinging. And end my turn. Well, that kind of sucks wiener. I'm gonna put her down just cuz. And then I think this works? Yeah. And then just keep swinging. This is a really bad Ishizu duel, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So this should defeat him, but I won't be able to defeat her this turn. And that's game. Alright. So now Ishizu deems us worthy, except we have to duel one more person. We learn about her brother Marek, and then she tells us of the ancient Egyptian god cards that we now that we have all our locator cards, it is now our job to get all 3 Egyptian god cards. I hope they don't take too long to get. Anyway, here's Kaiba. And now we're gonna have to fight Kaiba to see who's more worthy of getting the Egyptian gods. Alright. I'm gonna put these two down. I'm gonna pot of greed to see if I can get anything better. I didn't, so I'm gonna put down Hourglass of Life. End my turn. Widespread Ruin fucked him up. Wow. It really does just not want me to win. But that's fine. Everything's fine. I would have liked to attack with the other one, but okay. I don't know why it moved me over. Okay. It's just giving me... Wow, okay. He widespread ruined me back. What an asshole. Oh my god, a monster! Any monster, please! Crush card! Fucking lame, dude. Now I really need a monster. Okay, that works. Sacrifice for that. Please don't kill me. It killed me. Ah, come on. Ancient Lamp, maybe? I have so many monsters in this deck, and it's giving me absolutely none of them. He ran out of monsters. That's really funny. Let's hope that he doesn't summon another monster. Oh, okay. The fact that he put it in defense means that it's not strong against him. But now I have trap cards guarding him. And now I get Ancient Lamp. Next turn I win. God damn. That wasn't even Kaiba being annoying. That was the game being annoying. Alright, so now that we won against Kaiba, we get our first Egyptian God card. We got Obelisk the Tormentor. Hooray! 2 more Egyptian God cards to go. Where do we get them? The finals. So now that we spent a bunch of time doing that, we're gonna see if Joey had enough time to get his final locator card. And he did! So now we're all gonna go meet at the Battle City Finals. Where are the Battle City Finals? Right here. And there's Nobu, our friend. Or Namu, sorry. He's our friend that we met some time before. He's here too. He made it to the finals as well. Anyway, we're about to see all of our finalists. We have... For our finalists, we have Namu. We have Bakura. We have Mokuba, who's not a finalist, but he works here. We have Kaiba. We got Yugi. We got Taya. We got Joey. We got Mai. And he's not a finalist, but we have Tristan. And neither is Taya. They're just here to chill. And now our final finalist, Marek Ishtar. You know, the villain of the game. So now that we're going up in a blimp for the finals, we're going to watch the first match between Yugi and Bakura. And for all you Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there, I'd like you to know we are at the end of the game, and it's fun to point out that this is going to be the absolute first time that we actually see Yami Yugi in this game. At the end. Oh my god, what is that red dragon he just used? Was that Slifer the Sky Dragon, the Egyptian god card? I need one of those. Our next match is me versus Marek. But Yugi has his doubts whether or not he's actually Marek Ishtar. But that's... I mean, who else could it be, right? Anyway, time for us to fight Marek. Weird that it's not the final battle, but you know. Who knew? Okay. God damn it. A monster? A monster? Every fucking duel this run. Jesus Christ. A monster? A monster? I swear to God, I have more monsters than traps in this deck, but you would never know watching this fucking run. I'm so upset. Any monster at all. Thank you. I should have used Dark Hole first, because he's not going to survive this turn. Okay. Another monster? I know it's a lot to ask for. What do you mean you have widespread ruin? What do you mean? This is so ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not winning this duel. Okay. Well, I can't do anything against that. And that's game. I always lose to Merrick. I always do. It always gives me a shitty duel first. Thankfully, I can just walk back there. Oh, God. Maybe this time it'll give me something I can work with. There we go. Now that is how you fucking give me a hand. Jesus Christ. Literally, like, this is all I asked for, was to be able to summon literally anything. Even with raised body heat, it wasn't able to defeat Talons. That's crazy. Oh my god, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Next turn is game. Like, why couldn't that happen the first time? It never happens that way the first time. Anyway, I beat Merrick, except that's not Merrick. His name's Odeon. He's actually the right-hand man to Merrick. That's Merrick. Namu was Merrick the whole time. Oh, man. So, Odeon's dead. Merrick turns Yami. And that's our true villain of the game. Next duel is Seto Kaiba versus Merrick versus Joey. So Joey's probably gonna beat the final boss, right? No. No, he beats Joey. And not only that, but Joey gets sent to the Shadow Realm, which means that he actually is kind of dead right now. But, we don't really care about that, so we're just gonna move on. Fourth match is between Kaiba and My Valentine. And Kaiba wins. Using his blue eyes. And Mai's done. So now we have to talk to everybody before we can leave this room. So now we are at the site of the Battle City Finals. This abandoned island that looks like a junkyard. Now there's only 2 duels left in this entire game for us. The first matchup is us versus Yugi. That's right, we're dueling Yugi. Alright. Lejin is a good first turn move. And I'm gonna put down the trap as well, just in case. Oh, Nice monster. Can I have him? Alright. Yeah, Yugi is kind of a pushover. We're gonna activate the effect, power everybody up. He's just using the Magnet Warriors like that. Well, he already lost, so... And just like that, Yugimoto is defeated and out of the tournament. And with that, we obtain our second Egyptian god card, Slifer, the Sky Dragon. Now we get to watch Marek versus Kaiba. Instead of dueling in these pods, Kaiba's a narcissist, so he gets a whole fucking stadium. But unfortunately, Marek defeats Kaiba, even though Kaiba has 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. And now, Kaiba goes to the Shadow Realm as well. The final duel. Me versus Marek Ishtar. Who will win? Who will die? Only one will know. This is the final boss of the game. Pot of Greed. I will summon Hane Hane and do some chip damage first. Ancient Lamp. He has an Ancient Lamp? That kind of sucks, but alright. So we're going to sacrifice 4 Talons. Attack. That's the turn. Monster Reborn. Alright, we're gonna power everybody up. Oh man, okay. I think this is fine. Yeah. But who knows what next turn's gonna bring. Okay. Sacrifice for you. Attack. And that's game, baby. Time stops when I get my final message. And I've obtained the Winged Dragon of Ra, which is our 3rd Egyptian god card. And we've defeated Marek. And we saved the world. We've done it. We win in 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 30 seconds. And that was Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. This is probably one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. Probably my second favorite, because my favorite will always be Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories for the PlayStation 1. But after I get to the credits here, I will do the outro and we can call it a night. So pretty much she's thanking us for saving Marek from his own evil. Odeon and Ishizu are gonna go take him home so he can be grounded. The Egyptian god cards are safe. And now we just go home, like nothing happened. Oh, man. There we go. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. And with that, our stream is over. Oh! Get the wheel out of here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more streams like this one, hit that bell to know what we're streaming and when. Tomorrow, you'll be seeing a new video come out. It will be the review of Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. So make sure you tune into that. It's going to be a good one. And I might release a new video on Monday. I'm not really sure yet if I want to do that, but fuck it, I might. So make sure you check that out. In the description below, we have our merch store where you can buy our shirts, mugs, and stickers. I'm Bottles, and I bid you, our well-esteemed guests, adieu.
Continue.